difficult here to do so, but already showing a lot of presence over towards street area. Just can you find an opening kill? TJ and Vivid combine for 2. Vivid finds 3. The last player alive over toward the street. The slide, Omni movement, too good from Vivid. Make it 4 in a row. Carolina flawless on their first hole. Is able to take care of him. Still 20 seconds to fight for here, and if you are the Guerrillas, you need this time. But it's not going to be easy because all the trades are abound, and you have a slasher able to find a double for the potential final 15. You need to maintain these spawns, or the game is going to be over.
Looking solid for right now as Carolina trying to make their play through the catwalk. Kismet shuts down 1. That will stall out this rotation.
That's beautifully played right there from the Guerrillas. To play a really tight setup, not let anyone slip on by, but it turns into a 2-on-4, and Slasher somehow, some way, is able to maneuver his way from the back of that hard point, come to the front side of truck and find a double to now open up a break for Carolina. Still a lot of time to fight for. The spawns are a little bit sticky. Only 1 player left from the back for Guerrillas in Carolina. They needed the break, and now they are really starting to pull away with this game.
This has been absolutely dominant from this AR line of Carolina. And as they're looking to finish up the scrap time and rotate to new, they're still finding kills. Let's take a time out and listen to the Royal Ravens comms.
Oh my God, they're trying to get mid, bro. I'm out of right. Mid, 20 or mid, bro. Lower. Flank. You are low, flank pressing. Yo, mid. Stay alive, Pose out and 1 to win. You went back. We're gonna spawn on this. Pushing to B control. Stay alive. He's already under you. B control. I kill 1. Might spawn up to below me. Absolute. You're staying over there. Let's just stab. Just stab. Check him. Flank us. One shot top. What? He's going top art. I'm in top art. Let's get middle man.
I'm on the right.
I'm in you right now. Okay, free speak.
I'm looking at the right.
Show me right. There's, all right, 1, 2, 3 old. What did you say? Well, you guys are 3 old and 1 art.
Art dead.
I'll push.
Well, Jay, the follow-up after the second hard point, really mixy. LAG starting to bring it back. What's your takeaway after the Carolina listen-in?
Just right there for the Guerrillas. They did everything they needed to. Put themselves in a position to try to chain that P3 through the P4, but you get no time off of P3 because of the way that Carolina were playing it to simply keep you off. They weren't really focused on the spawns, and then when you rotate over towards P4, since you already had the spawns, your first attempt, you instantly get broken in on. So what could have been a 120-point swing, they only get about 30 to 40 seconds there. So slowly but surely fighting their way back into the game with Kismet finding that double leads to nothing else because Carolina have the numbers. Now they're back into the hard point. P2.
This team is moving. They look unreal. And a lot of it is coming again off of a first blood on these motions from their AR line, giving themselves chances at 4v3s time and time again. Gwyn trying to survive inside the hard point, up and down. Just a single pump, he's good for it. Kismet at range really can't do anything, but you got to still try to hit something here if you're LAG with the clock starting to tick against you.
Flip them all the way across the map, but when you have such a lead the way that you do if you are Carolina, you can afford to hit routes like this. TJ with the double. That makes 3 dead in the feed. Last player alive is going to be Priesta. They already have the info on them. They can no longer win it here, but they all as well have the rotation over towards P4. This might be GG.
And just look at the effort from Gwyn and TJ to zone further forward, knowing your ARs have already backed up into new. This should be last chance here for LAG in 37. 4 in a row. Carolina putting a beat down on the Guerrillas mate squad out of LA. And Vivid has instantly quelled some of the map 1 doubts from last they played because, wow, that was an AR masterclass.
Just trying to clear up the mid street, using the buddy system to their advantage, but 30 seconds, eventually the objective has to be on their mind, and I'm thinking it's going to go over towards A.
Sure feels that way. TJ, what kind of timing will he have? Currently just existing over the top of the B site. Now making his move to enter into DVT. Can he catch Priesta? He sure does. Now very doable. He even gets a look at Skies. The 1v1, he knows the bomb is down. And TJ has the benefit of the clock. Now through storage. Here comes the follow-up check. Sky sees him, and TJ knows not enough time to plant. Just run, stay away, and that's going to be enough to secure the 1v2 in the opening round for Carolina. Some set nades over towards B. That still doesn't work out, so remember that to see what they want to do in their next defense. For now, though, trying to get away from a lot of these stuns and nades from Carolina that did land early and will be Priesta for first blood. TJ wants to find the trade, but Skies is there to help support, and this looking like a flawless round unless Gwyn has something to say about it here for LAG.
It's a 1v3. Yeah, not going to be able to get out with his life, and that's beautiful patience right there out of the Guerrillas.
But this is anything but comfortable for Carolina, trying to get this bomb planted today, and they've lost their bomb carriers. Vivid drops Kismet off the backside. Easy follow-up, and it's just down to TJ for what would have to be a 1v4, and he does not have a lot of time to make that happen, and the shutdown will come through.
Yeah, that's just beautifully played right there from the Guerrillas, man. They realize that.
Place Carolina trying to get themselves set up for this B execute. Keep your eye on Kismet, number 7 around the back. Slasher, he's turned, and he's going to be able to at least fight back to bottom. Now here comes Carolina. They're going to isolate, and they will find the kill. Can they rewrap this back into A, though? Skies is still watching a bit of a cross, and now Linz is here to help support.
Yeah, Linz has to try to make a play. You don't want to allow this bomb to go down for free, and when he tries to peek, Slasher makes him pay for it. His second on the round in the 3v2 is Carolina. Priest and Sky's got to try to clutch on up.
And Skies, this is completely caught up. Slasher able to confirm where Priest is located. This will be a 1v3 for him. Still tagged, but on the reject. Has Quinn a bit more at range. Stun will land, and here comes TJ on the side. Easy follow-up, no worries there, and we're staying this 2-round for 2-round exchange. Carolina up 4-2. Missing shadows right now. Timing is everything right here. He sees Priesta. That's going to be enough now for the pop-over, but Priesta wins his 1 versus Vivid to the 1v1. Not a lot of time remaining. Quinn, he's going to have a chance at the gunfight, and he does take it. Priesta can't believe it. Had an angle, had an opportunity.
But gained nothing. There's already another RC car sitting on that B site. It's clearing its way out for Carolina. Now you're just going to work that objective.
4v4 post plant. Slasher gets confirmation on where Skies is positioned, but the opener goes the way of Kismet on the mid-zig. Linz right behind some of the play. He still stays concealed. Slasher, what can he do? Gets an opportunity at Skies, cannot convert. Follow-up should be decent here from Gwyn, but instead, Gwyn just takes the back seat. He's got the Hellstorm. He's going to try to win the game with this right here. You have to try to chase him down if you're Priesta and Linz. Do any of these missiles connect? The first 2 will not. The last bit of ordnance goes over to Priesta's direction. He'll land. That's 6 in a row for Gwyn. A 1v1 with Linz. 13 seconds on the clock. And Linz is taking the patient approach, but how long can he wait? Apparently just long enough. Linz finds Gwyn on the mantle, and that'll be enough to extend the map.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it.
He did not get it. He did not get it. Carolina walk away victorious, Alan.
Contest is a big one here for Carolina if they're to stop this A progress.
Yeah, second segment already about to come in. Every single time a Carolina player is trying to go for a route, they are getting easily read and taken care of. So time is going to be extended. Already to 2 minutes and 15 seconds to work with. And you can already see all of the Guerrillas dropping down in the vault. Let's instantly try to make our way over towards B.
Haven't touched it yet, and now Slasher has a chance to really break down some of this forward motion from LAG. The only player they have not found yet is Priesta, and he is
big plays
all the way over towards the bottom side of the map. Although the thing for here is Carolina's defense also has some forward progression towards this LAG spawn.
And Priesta combined for 2. And now if you are Carolina, make sure you have your nades in the back pocket because they're already here.
Kismet trying to bump a little bit further forward. Shut down by Carolina. All 4 guns. We're looking at a turn as Gwyn finds Priesta as well. That's going to push back LAG's offensive attempt towards B.
On the side of those palm trees, just making sure he's able to at least eliminate 1 player on that point, but Linz is able to assist his teammate. So that first segment is going to come in, and that's 3 dead.
Yep, this is it. Gwyn trying to contest. He gets shut down. There's 2 players on. Second tick of progress. Going to get locked in. Third will quickly be on the way. Kismet watching the cross to try to stop these Carolina defenders from even touching the zone. They've been able to take 1 off. Can he get the second? Yeah, he sure can, but he cannot get there to touch in time. The last remaining member for LAG able to get the 3rd tick, and with that, the offensive round.
Full side. And they're just going to waste a lot of time trying to locate where these players from the Guerrilla are. They are effective again on the trade. 2-2 split now, but Priesta with that double is going to keep the numbers in their advantage.
Gwyn just trying to play a little bit of whack-a-mole from inside the bottom part of vault. Shut down Slasher, catches Priesta, bursting through the doors over towards gold. That shuts down some of this defensive least effort to control the B street. But the thing about this is there's just no eyes at all over the top of A. Carolina just do not have a lot of options right now.
And they don't have a single segment as well, so you got to try to make up for it in one of those categories. And with only 30 seconds left, you got to get a move on it.
Been a field day right now. A combined 20 and 11 for Kismet and Linz. Down to the final 18 seconds. Clock will stop as Carolina jump on the A zone. Priesta from the low ground takes care of the offensive contest, and that's enough to drain out the clock, plus the segment. It's absolutely beautiful from LAG. Last player is TJ up top. Do they get a chance to even touch this? Vivid may have to try to dive on in. Gwyn over the top as well. They do get a moment of contest, but Priesta around the back will take care of it. One more to find in the form of TJ. Oh, doesn't finish his food, and that will do it. Wow, dominating defense as LAG mentioned the fact that Priesta's on 5. Getting closer to a potential Hellstorm. A little bit of friendly fire off the opening team nade. Kismet trying to make something desperate happen over towards B. This kind of feels like this is trying to open up Priesta for a chance to get a couple more eliminations over towards B Street, but that goes completely awry. Priesta up and down over to the palm tree. Gets kill number 6, working closer and closer towards the Hellstorm, but is having a tough time locking down probably the other 3 kills he's going to need at least if he wants to get this cruise.
But look at the map control he's already taken away.
Realistically, get over to B quickly.
Yeah, they're already on it. A lot of presence around Vault. You have Lynn sitting on the side of those palm trees, just watching that top window. That's 2 dead in the feed. Gwyn through Vault has to try to make a play.
It's another moment where he's got to find himself in a 1v2. Takes care of Skies. Priesta not on the zone, found by Slasher. Back to a 2-life. Slasher and Gwyn are 20 seconds left for the 7v4.
Yep, Gwyn's in a great position to at least find one. Slasher wins his one-on-one across the map. Only 2 players alive. Now for the Gorilla mates. There's with only 10 seconds left. Carolina are going to be able to stay alive unless Kismet turns into a god at this point of the game. With only 3 seconds, you got to find every single chill. Try to get onto the point. The last player alive is going to be Lynn. He's able to find a double. Tries to turn on the Slasher, but Carolina stay alive on the defense. But with everyone falling, you just want to hold your position. Trying to catch anyone from the Guerrillas, trying to put your teammates in a little bit of a spawn trap, but finds that opening kill onto Kismet. But with 40 seconds left, with that double, this is where you go in.
And they get information that Skies is also playing just over the top of the A zone. Good nade into this back U-Haul. Vivid pushing off both defenders. Allows Carolina to pause the clock at 34 seconds.
I'm trying to locate where he is. Thankfully, Slasher is able to catch him in a situation where his teammate already finds a kill, and now you have this route being hit from Gwyn. He opens up with that first kill. Can he find anything more? Because they're going to spawn so damn far away from this point. Just going to fall into the hands of what Priesta can get done on this pinch.
Well, first take gets locked, second on the way, Priesta. There's the pinch. Vivid, who had stayed alive through so many different nades, cannot exist through the pressure of the flank from Priesta. Skies gets a kill down, but loses his life. That's enough to keep this clock stopped at 42 seconds. Lynn, little wraparound over through Lion. Good help from Kismet, and now LAG can take their full focus to TJ, who does get cleared off the point, and the clock continues to tick. He's been seen. Skies with the pistol out. Gonna try to get right behind, and he does find the kill. Last 2 seconds. Kismet will fall in the zone. A chance to touch, but not for long enough, and LAG will get on the board with a 3-1 control.
This team thinking about the next big play, and if we can secure those spawns for that P3 to P4 chain, that could be even easier, but he is gonna fall. Now the pressure from the rest of his teammates through the middle of the map, with Gwyn finding the double with that SMG in hand, and early break is in.
Trying to get the regen as LAG off their spawns over towards the patio side. Flood back on into kitchen. That's a clean kill feed. And look where Carolina are spawning. This is not where you necessarily want to be. You need to pick up these lanes.
All spawn catches the double and secures the back spawns for his team. Now up by more than 100. The Guerrillas have to fight for every ounce of scrap com that they possibly can. So 20 seconds here at P4. The pressure's still going to be here though from Carolina.
Just trying to fight for every single second. But LAG, a moment where they can breathe. Scrap time secured. Just under 100-point game as we reset back over to the hot tub. Waiting for it to open up as Kismet, but Gwyn finds him immediately. And now look at the map control, the mini-map. Carolina have a position for TJ to just go rogue as soon as the hit starts to develop. He's also soaking hardpoint time. And LAG, they have to find this kill quickly, and they do.
Seconds, no one watching the overextension to the low side of kitchen, so Slasher strikes first. TJ and Gwyn through the front doors are able to find everyone after that. 4 dead. Spawns all the way across the map. Another break for Carolina.
Yeah, one thing we did see in LAG's matchup versus Minnesota to open up their CDL year was that they were prone to just being too bunkered up, giving away too much space where they can't even confirm information. And look at the result. It's just an immediate break and a convincing one at that. And you look to the minimap again, and yep, our ops team is right all over.
100-point lead. 40 seconds to fight for here at Bar, and if you are the Guerrillas, you need all this.
DJ making a route around the back. Carolina knowing they have the spawns locked. DJ off the pinch will only find one, but now it's just down to the 1v1 from the front. Priesta stays safe. A little bit of support from the trophy system keeping him alive, and that's enough for LAG. to win out the majority of this P3 time. But look at the setup for Carolina. 3 members waiting for the new hard point to open, and TJ will open with the first blood on top of that. And the hit will be all 4 members from the front. Little 2-2 split. Sky sitting behind the tub. Nothing he can do from there. Carolina just flood forward, and they're finding every single kill. Lance trying to block in the back, but he gets shut down, and Carolina in a position of control to possibly put this game out of reach.
And it's just the patience, man. Everyone clutching up in their 101 gunfight, setting up crossfires, and eventually using that aggression to spawn them all the way across the map. Liddy, go. Welcome back, brother. You are shooting completely different. Ever since that little bit of a break, man, but only 5 seconds remaining here at P4. Carolina only need 35 seconds to call series. Want to be the team holding down from Piano, because look at how difficult it is to get past the ARs on the side of the Ravens. Finally, an SMG is able to get on through, but for how much time? Linz is able to find a double. Still the spawns in the back pocket for Carolina, and Gwen is just dancing with death. Catches another double in the back pocket.
Just a hot swap between the AR and the SMG. Getting it done. Priesta track down, backside P.
Oh my!
6 in a row. He's got possibly 7 and 8 in front of him. Oh, and he wants it. Little heat check out of Gwen. Shuts down here on Skyline. One more chance for LAG to try to break. Vivid's been tagged, but he's still shooting back as LAG will be absolutely thrown out of Skyline. A 3-1 affair as Carolina find a win.